What's up, guys? This is the Honest Outlaw here, and today I just wanted to do an off-the-cuff, non-scripted video about just getting what you pay for as far as pistols go. I was doing the Canik TP9SF review, and I was just thinking, wow, what a great budget pistol. And then I started comparing it to other guns in my collection. And then I started thinking, you know, about kind of the law of diminishing returns and how much do you have to pay to get that sweet spot as far as a handgun goes? You know, how much do you have to spend to get the best out of your pistol before you spend so much that you don't get what you're paying for? So on the table, I have three pretty classic examples of tiers of handguns. You have your budget handguns, so right somewhere in the area of $300 to $400 usually. This Canik TP9SF, if you haven't seen my other videos, is probably my favorite version of that, and in my opinion, the best version of that. Then you have your second tier, which is your M&Ps, your Glock 17s, your SIG 320s, that kind of thing. And that's your $500 to, let's say, $700 range, all right? Now, this is a Glock 17. This is a Vickers tactical model. This runs you about $600. We'll be kind of referencing it as a stock pistol. We'll probably go back and forth because I've got a little bit of ADD. And then you have your higher tier pistols, right? Your $1,000 plus pistols. Let's go $1,000 to $1,500, somewhere in there. And for that, I brought out my Springfield Armory loaded. This is the Combat Operator 9mm. This is an absolutely excellent 1911 and a really good representation of the type of pistol that I'm talking about. Another gun that I own in this class would be the CZ AccuShadow. I'll probably be talking about that as well. And in the final tier of handguns that I'll be referencing, I don't personally own any. The final tier would be like your really upgraded STIs, your SVIs, your 2011s, things like that, your Pardini GT9s, basically the pinnacle of firearms technology. So that fourth tier is going to be anything $2,000 and up. And as I said, I don't own any of those, so I can't put them on the table, but I will reference them. I do have some experience with them, and I have owned a couple pistols like that in the past. I'll also be talking about all these pistols as if they were 9mm. 9mm is my preferred caliber. I know that there are pros and cons to all of them, but basically I shoot for fun, I shoot for competition, things like that. 9mm is just cheaper and effective enough for me. Alright, now the point of this video that I'm trying to make is this pistol 3 times better than this pistol? Or 4 or 5 for that matter. This pistol is running between $300 and $400. This pistol is running between $1,300 and $1,500. So you can get almost 4 of these for the price of this. You can get almost 2 of these for the price of this. So I wanted to talk about some of the advantages and disadvantages of these pistols, and at what tier do I feel like you're getting diminishing returns. Now, in the past, you know, even up to about 10 years ago, you really did get what you pay for in the field of firearms. And if you were, let's say, buying a $1,000 handgun, it often or not was at least twice as good as your $400, $500 handguns. I don't necessarily think that's the case now. Guns like the FMK and the Canik have really changed my mind as far as budget handguns go. When I used to think of budget handguns, I used to think of things like the High Point, Jennings, things along that line, Kel-Tec, stuff like that. Stuff that could work, but you're taking a chance. You know, it could be reliable, but you're going to lose a lot of ergonomics. You're not going to have as good a sights, trigger, magazines, that kind of thing, right? But the Canik kind of changed my mind as far as that goes, and that's one of the reasons why I want to make this video. Let's start with the differences between the Canik and the Glock. I already did a versus video on these exact pistols, but I'm going to talk about them as far as type goes. Generally, when you go from a pistol like this to a pistol like this, you're going to get a little less parts accessibility, first of all, because the Glock and M&P and SIG are extremely popular. There's going to be a lot of aftermarket accessories available for this pistol, not so much for this pistol. The second thing you're normally going to get, aside from the Canik, is you're going to get a lot better reliability with this tier of pistol than you are with this pistol. The Glock, the M&P, the SIG, the XD, the Walther PPK, the FN9 series, all those pistols are extremely reliable. Bet your life dependable. There are hundreds of videos out on those pistols on YouTube if you want to check them out. Reliability tests, torture tests, durability tests. This tier of pistol has proven itself, at least the mainstream pistols, to be extremely reliable. Now the Canikin itself is also pretty reliable. However, there are lots of pistols in this tier that are not so reliable. High Point, Kel-Tec, things of that nature. There's a couple that are, for sure. The F&K, the Gen 2, is pretty well touted as being reliable. Even still, in modern day, when reliability you're talking about, you're taking a little bit of chance with this tier of pistol. Now that's one thing that you're going to hit that wall of diminishing returns when you go from a $600 pistol up to a $1,500 pistol, is that often or not you're not going to gain reliability, and in some cases you're actually going to lose reliability. I know there's a big debate between Glock and M&P and things like the 1911, but honestly, in my opinion, the Glock M&P series, it's CZ, P09, things like that, are more reliable than your standard 1911. And the reason why I think that is the case is because obviously this is an older design, back when they used to handcraft pistols, things of that nature. Even the CZ is getting up there, although the CZ is extremely reliable. These pistols have looser tolerances, and often or not in firearms, the AK versus AR argument, the pistol with the looser tolerances is generally going to be slightly more reliable, okay? What you're going to get with this tier of pistol often or not is you're probably going to get extreme accuracy. You're going to get extreme good looks. This pistol looks phenomenal. If that's important to you, it is to me. I'm not going to lie to you. I like a pistol when it looks good. You're going to get really, really awesome craftsmanship. And if you check the checkering on this, the grips on this, you're going to get a lot better trigger. You're going to get a lot better sights. Most of the internals are going to be polished. A lot of the things you're going to get with your extra $500 to $1,000 are going to be just that. They're going to be extras. You're probably going to get a little bit better mag changes. You're going to get a little better trigger. All the accessories that you could probably buy and put on these yourself are already going to be put together with a more expensive pistol. Another thing you're usually going to get with a more expensive pistol is you're probably going to get a little more weight. Pistols who are generally more expensive are also generally steel framed. Your 1911s, your CZs, things like that. So basically you're going to get accuracy and ergonomics and good looks out of a pistol that is this tier of firearm. You're not going to get necessarily more reliability, but does that matter to you? A lot of people, they review guns, like I'll probably honestly do a review between these two pistols, and I'll talk about them like they're your only firearm. But there's a way to look at it that's not exactly in the box thinking, and that's that you could actually buy two of these pistols. You can afford them both, which I do. As a matter of fact, I own several versions of this tier pistol and several versions of this pistol. So when I want to carry a /reliable /home defense gun, I reach more toward the Glock and M&P. And when I want an awesome range gun that's accurate, controls the recoil extremely well, looks really good, and want to impress your friends, I grab a gun like this. So there's really no way to go wrong with any of these choices. It's just a matter of how much do you want to spend, what do you want to get out of your pistol, and what you want to do with it. Honestly, there's a reason why I think this tier of pistol is probably the most popular, because I think most people can afford to go that extra $100 to $200 more to get that durability, reliability, and they don't see a reason to go up the ladder to this simply to just get that inch or two more accuracy and maybe that 1 or 2 seconds off the clock. Thanks guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope it gives you at least a little bit of information on kind of the types of pistols and what you can look for in them. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Please help out your local homeless shelters, and remember to recycle. Check you later.